Welcome back, YouTube. Hello, for those who don't know, my name is Matthew and this is Matthew Hawker Gaming. Today we're going to do another video for SpellRogue. I've already done a video on SpellRogue before, and Matthew, they asked, what is SpellRogue? SpellRogue is a dice rolling roguelike. It's best described as a Slay the Spire crossed with a dice game. So instead of using cards like in Slay the Spire, you use dice. So today the game has gone into full release, so 1.0 effectively. So today we're going to try the new character. And as you can see, these are all the characters available. So this is Hazel, which I did a run with Hazel before. And since I did my run last time, I do now have 2 clears. I did one within the last week as well. So now I've got Hazel is the nature one. Lapis is the water mage. We've got Azar, which I had to do a preparatory run to unlock the one. You had to get to level 3 with Azar to unlock the newest one, which is SEFYRA, who's we're going to play today, who's the wind mage. I'm going to go into a run. I'll explain a little bit about the game for those that haven't seen it before, and this will check out my earlier video of my Hazel run to show you that. And so now there's daily challenges available to unlock. You have to get SEFYRA to level 3. And there's also various other stuff we'll explain as we go. Right, so each of them basically, so you unlock various different spell sets. So unfortunately, I'm only going to have the choice of the base one. So the other ones you unlock by getting them to level 2, 5, and 7. I thought it was 10. So this is going to be the base gate one. So let's just begin, and so I'll show you a little bit about how the game. Right, and they've probably added some stuff to it. I have played within the last couple of days anyway, but before the update. Right, so this is going to be a basic battle, so I'll show you how a basic battle works. So we're basically looking at going, I think we're going through this way, going through the shard and the thing. I'll show you a bit about each as we go along. So right, SpellRogue is basically, so each turn you have to defeat the monsters. By the defeat them, you have to deal damage to them equal to their health, basically. So how do you do this? So each turn you roll so many dice. These are how many dice you're rolling each turn. And then you've got various things. So the numbers, basically odd and even, is basically put an odd or even dice into it, and they basically have to deal damage to them. Right, so you can see the intent, which is the thing above the opponent's head. So it is going to attack this turn. So basically we need to we'll show you the thing. So the first one is block. So you need to put an even dice into this. It's a gain full block and gain static. So static works as a mechanic. It's new to this. I haven't seen it myself, so I'm just going to read it. It's to end of the turn, deal X damage to random enemy and then remove half the static. Okay, so odd is you deal X, right? Electrolyzes. Any dice can be placed here. So you return the dice and tilt. So how does tilt? Tilt is odd is +1 value, even is -1 value. Okay, so you can put. Okay, so they say this is the most complicated character as well, so we might make some mistakes. Alright, so I'm going to basically put the even dice into that, so that blocks. So that gains me 4, so I need to gain 2 more block to basically survive. So basically I can put this dice in, right? So then it will tilt it, so that puts it up. So that gives me another 4, so that gives me 4 more block. I can see this being the most complicated character, right? So now we need to get odd dice. Now how do we get odd dice? So we tilt these down, I believe. So it's going to reduce this down to a 3. So now we put 3 into there. And that will deal 3 damage. I'll just see what this is on health loss. Oh, okay, so this one has fungus armor. So on health loss it gains X block. Okay, so now we can't expect to spend this dice. So this dice is wasted. But we're not going to take any damage. So on every third turn you gain X static, which is the passive. It's the end of the turn, do X damage to random enemy and then remove half the static. So now this turn it's just going to gain power. So you basically just want to deal as much damage as we can this turn. So basically just attack it all in. And then, so this dice isn't odd. So we basically don't need to gain block. So we basically just, and then we deal X damage. And then it's going to gain power. We're going to finish it next turn, no worries. Right, so there's basically 3 acts in the game. I believe there's 3 bosses. There might be, although I believe there's a new one that I probably haven't seen. So we're just going to deal the damage straight away, which will get rid of it. yeah, the aim is to build up your dice pool. You get various things. So this is the reward. So you get gold, which you can spend in the shop. Potion, which is a one-off use item, which applies various different state effects, even on you or the opponent or the enemies. They're one-off uses generally. All right, so these are the spells. These are permanent. So you basically, I need to read these. One loses health at the start of the turn on a 1 to 2. Oddies deal X times X. Or bolt hammers deal 12. I'll take the hammer. I don't know if that's right or not. Right, so we want to go to the shard. But basically, how do we want to go to the shard? So we go for an enemy thing and the shop. I want to probably show you the various different things. So I'll go through the event and then I aim to go there. I can see there's a thing in the future. Anyway, a water. We've got a swirling dark fog dissipates. I'm needing a small altar. Upon the flat top block, you see a merchant swaying skull and an offering blade. So I can lose my potion and gain an artifact, which sounds all good. Pay 30 gold and gain an artifact, or lose 5 max health. I'm going to lose the potion because I feel I'd rather keep the gold for later because it's more like to use in the shop. Alright, so now I gained an artifact. Or enemy death, so basically means anytime you kill an enemy, you get a extra dice to spend. Right, so that sounds quite good. So shards, so how do shards work? Shards are like upgrades. So basically, so these shards, you can basically, you hover over a card. Not everything's upgradable. So you see in this example, the Zap and the Spark Shield aren't upgradable. The Electrolyze and the Bolt Hammer is upgradable. Or you can use it to gain access to extra slots. You don't necessarily want the extra slots now, but when you've got more spells, you do, because it gives you more flexibility and stuff. So my chance now is either to upgrade, so I can upgrade it to +2 to the highest, or that, or deal 12 applied to, or deal 16 gain 4. I'm going to pick the... What does this thing do? Let's have a quick look at it. I'm going to just pick the bigger number, deal 16. I don't know if it's right or not right. We can go to the Sanctuary, or through the artifact. Let's go to the Sanctuary. I'm getting... it's basically an empty to heal, basically. We don't need to heal, so we can gain maximum spell, or we can choose and gain a spell. I'm going to... what should I do? Should I gain a spell? Let's gain a spell. Let's have shock. I'm a magic player, so that's like I'm going to have a shock. It's deal 2 damage for 1 mana in magic at instant speed. Right, so now we're going to go to the artifact, which gives you a bit of things. So you've got a choice. For every 20 spells, you get cast an extra dice. On enemy death, add 1 charge to all spells. Or each turn gain 1 power, receive sap. It's probably one of these. Or you can re-roll it if you spend 20. I quite like the extra dice for every 20. So right, so this is going to be an elite encounter. So these are the stronger enemies, and they get you better rewards when they beat you. As you see, they can summon things. Now, that you can deal with the summoned enemy, or you can get rid of the main enemy, and that will deal with the summon thing automatically. It will just dissipate. So right, so we basically need to think. So that it's attacking me for 7, 8, 9, 11 total over 2 bodies. You can definitely get rid of the smallest one, though, I believe. So right, so we've got the damage. We can either do X. So that will give me, that will up the dice to 4. Then I can put the 4 in, for instance, and that will deal 4 to it. And that takes the Bolt Hammer down. Board. What's my best play? Takes it up to 2. I can gain 4 to block. Oh, that will do 5 damage. Alright, so that gets rid of that. And gives me 4 left over. Now, I keep getting another dice. I mean, this character's not the most intuitive thing. I'm sure it will click eventually. Let me know how people are doing with this character. Right, so I'll put that into next turn. As you see, I didn't take much damage. Let's hope he doesn't have much in attack next turn. So we don't take that. I did it the wrong way round, didn't I? Okay, so it's looking alright. So we've got this static, so at the end of the turn it deals X damage to random enemy and removes half the static number. Alright, so now we need to just basically, we're not getting attacked for a lot here, so we just need to basically deal with the front enemy. And then we can start on the back one. So basically this will go up. We get 4, and then we can get rid of the front one, and then we can start applying some pressure. So this only needs a 2, so we put that in. That will go up. Right, so this is the... I was say, this is my first play of this character, so if I don't play entirely up to me, don't be surprised. Right, so now I'm basically just going to put it into the bigger attack for next turn. And the static was dealing damage to it at the end of each turn. Right. So I need to do 8 damage, 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah, I can just put in the dice into the hammer directly, and that's 16. Right. Anyway, the aim is to try and get this character to level 3. I don't know how long that's going to take. I don't think it will take that long. But, like, I tried to get unlock the daily quest thing. Right, so we can either take one of these or take something else. I'm just going to... Let's see what this is. Oh, okay, so I wasn't sure what this symbol means. It's conduit. It's when losing health from other effects, deal X damage to a random enemy. I don't know how good that is, to be honest. I'll take it. Alright, so shield. I think this actually seems worse than this one. This is just an even number. This has to be a 5. This is very restrictive. I can open this slot and put it in as well, but I don't know if that's necessarily at the moment. I might be better using a shard to upgrade. So I can upgrade shock to gain 2 times X, or return and plus tilt the dice. I think gain 2 on that upgrade, okay. Right, let's go into the regular battle. And as you see, we're nearly on the first boss. A run is around an hour on this game, I believe. So this is just the base difficulty level. It's worth remembering it's like Slay the Spire, which has the Ascension equivalent. It's called Descent on this, I believe. Right, so now these are the lots of small enemies. We're looking at, we need like something like an area effect kind of spell, which is like key. So I normally play Hazel that's got Earthquake, so we're looking for something that's like that, which is good against getting rid of all these small enemies. I'm just having a Ribena drink. Right, so I'm just going to see the enemy is the only one attacking. It's attacking for effectively 16 damage. So how do we get 16 in terms of shield? Right, the most we can get is like, if we put this in, this will go up. So this takes it up. So we've got 8. So now we're basically trying to work out how much damage we can do. So if we could do this, and then we spend, and so it gives us the overflow, which enables us to do this, I think, which is deal 4 to this. And then we do another 4 to this, I think. So now we've got... And now we can put the odd into either this or the other one. I don't think it makes a huge difference. We'll attack this one. Alright, so it's going to attack us. We'll take 8 damage, but they're going to take damage back. As you see, they've got affected what's lacerated on this, which is a status effect. I'll see if I can find out what it does. Right, so we odd. Because then we get the overflow dice and we can put the lowest one into this, which will get rid of this. Then we've got 8 damage left on this, so we just need to put some odd dice into this, 7 into this. And then we can put this into this, and then we go down by 1. And that gets rid of that one. As you see, we gain gold and we gain the spell. So we're now going to apply Thunder Crash. Seems quite good to me. It's deal 12 damage and apply 3 weakness to all other enemies. So I'm probably going to go for that one. I'm going to, how would I like best to put this into my build? Let's do X damage on an odd. That's slightly over shock, but like I'm not sure that's correct. We'll try it and see. Right, so we go to the Sanctuary. It will offer you healing. Heal health or gain max health. I'll gain max health because I feel I'm sufficiently healed to get through this boss, because you will heal back to full when you kill the boss, I believe. Alright, so this is the first boss. They are different. It can be different depending on where you are. So this one is attacking for 13 on the first turn. So right, so we're basically trying to get to deal the damage. So the best thing is suspend tilt. So how do we get tilt? So I put in, if I put in 16 into there, gains me 4 tilt, and if I put that in, and then it gives me more dice, so now I've got the overflow, so now I can put into either block or more. So odd, I can put odd into that, and that will deal 7 damage. If I put even into that, it'll gain dice. So I'll do this one, so I'll deal 7 to it. And it's worth bearing in mind, if you take out the main part of the enemy, you don't need to deal with the other things. Oh, I've also got the thing which I'm going to apply weak to all the enemies, which I would have been probably better doing it at the start, but no, never mind. Alright, let's see how we do. Alright, so it's attacking for 13 this turn. You may even be able to ignore the attack completely and just go for it. You can do like this, for instance, odd, odd. And then we're trying to get to the another one, so you can tilt. Oh, I forget it goes down, it goes the wrong way. Odd, we can do it into this. Or you can put it up again, and then you can put it into either of this or this, so I can block. As you see, on once I roll another dice, I believe I'm going to get another go. So we got a. So we start off with. Yeah, that's a turn where you can just attack because they're not doing anything. You need to basically get to the thing. Well, I just put it into the thunderclap, right? It's not going to do me any damage that turn anyway. Right, so we need it's attacking for 16. Right, so how do these purple dice on it? So these purple dice, when they're spent, they give you -X to the highest dice, so you want to use them as your last dice. So basically, you put in the thunderclap first, which takes it to a thing. So when I use this dice in a spell, it's going to drop the next one. So when I put the 5 in, it's going to drop the remaining one to a 4. Right, so the best way we use it is put it in the odd one. I think I can finish it this turn anyway, or close. Right, so unfortunately that drops this. So now how do we best use this one? So we put it into here. So we get 2. And then I can either put it into there or block. I honestly don't think I need to. I'll put it into the Thunder Crash and just take the damage outright. You'll heal back to health after this fight anyway. Right, so we've got all odd dice. So basically, so we can go... We need to do 10 points. So how do we do 10? We just do it like that is one way to do it. And as you see, the rib cage goes. You don't need to kill all of the bits. The summoned enemies do not really account for some of it. Alright, so we gain a boss artifact, so we can, on odd turns we're on odd dice, or +1 dice and 2 random things get vexed, or +1. I quite like that one, although I don't like most of them that much, but I'm not that familiar with this character anyway, so we're going to try and roll again. Start with Battle World 2 Ether. Those are dice that persist each turn, or each turn receive 1 sap. I'm going to have the Ether dice, I think. Right, and gain a rare artifact. We're 6 and 2 to all enemies. I'm going to try this Whispering Gale, that sounds interesting. I don't know if it's good or not. I don't think 2 of these spells are that great, are they? Of odd and even. I'll tell you what I am going to do. If I've got a shard, I can use... next time I get a shard, I'm going to open up that so I can use the... have the extra spell. This is stage 2. There, I believe, 3 stages. So we're trying to get to this thing in the middle, which is what's called a ritual, which we're trying to get to. And what I have to get through to get to it. Or I can go this way for the artifact, and I quite like the path that way as well. So I feel this way, we'll start going down this way, and then I'll make my mind up if I'm going to go left or down the centre. Alright, I hope people are enjoying their week. So now, as you see, I'm getting an additional 2 dice each turn. So these are dice that persist between turns, and when they're used in a spell, they have a minus countdown to random spell. Right, so it's attacking me. As you see, I didn't heal back, actually. So basically, I'm going to try and get to the requisite block. So I'm only blocking on even, so we'll use the dice. So I'll gain full block. I'll gain full block again. Alright, and then how do I get to it? So odd is my best way to do it, so I put that into that. Right, so that then goes up. So now I go odd into this because it's 7. It's attacking for 15. So we can't get more block anyway. So we're trying to do as much damage as we can. So we put plus into that. So this brings this to a 6, which I can now put into the hammer, for instance. And that seems what I'm going to do. So it activates the hammer, and then it gains me 4 static. So it's going to do damage to it. Now I can use the potion, or but not, and I've decided not to. Alright, so it's not attacking me for much this turn, so we basically can do as much damage as we can, so we just keep doing it. This goes up to 5, so that's best used in that spell. And we do 2 again. Then we go even, we put into 4 into this, and into this. You see, I'm getting an extra dice every 20 spells cast. It's attacking me for 15 again, which seems to be an average number for this. So I'm going to do 12 to it. Right, as you see, it's broken. I have to spend a dice to activate that slot. Okay, what's my best blind? Let me know which people's favourite dice roguelikes are as well. I've played others as well, like what else am I playing? It'll come to me shortly which ones I've played recently. It's not attacking me this turn anyway, so I'll do some damage and bolt it for as much as I can, really. I think it's probably going down on the next turn, so we've got 15 left, assuming we're okay. Exit to 1. I basically need to spend a dice to use this slot right, and then I just use the odd one for the bolt to head. Right, so we've started around this one. Right, hopefully, even if I don't finish it, I'm going to get to like at least level 3, so I can get to a various unlock thing. I'll take the uncommon one. Right, I need a shard. I want to unlock the other slot so I can get a bit more flexible, and I want to play this 1 to 2, 1 to 2 thing. Or shall I just play it now and I'll play it now, to be honest. You need a 1 to 2, 1 to 2. Right, so I'm going to go this way because I want to go via the elite into this, and there's a healing spot at that point, so I should be reasonably safe. I'll see what I feel like after this fight, if I'm going to go into the elite or not. Alright, as you see with the characters here, you can pick, so some of the attacks, you can target whichever enemy you want, so I'm better trying to get rid of this enemy because he's got 5 on it. Right, so basically on that, so I'm going to see how it works. So basically to get that, you're going to want to put 8 into that. So I put 6 in here. And then I'm going to return this dice and tilt it up. So that puts the minimum into that. So it takes it to there. Right, and I need to do it another 8 damage. So on an odd, that's probably not going to do it. So if I go there, that's not going to do it either. So if I tilt this dice, right, so that gives me a 6. So I'll do 6 there, 2 there. Gets me that. Yep, okay. Then I'm going to try and get rid of, or do as much as I can to the back one. Yeah, so they're attacking for quite a lot now. Oh, it's the 16, the front one's at 8. The problem is, the thing is, we think we can get rid of the back one. I can do it at least 12, so we go 4. And it will weaken the other one down, so it reduces his power. So he's got 1 health left. So how do we do it 1 health? You can just bolt it like that. Right, and then that gets me another dice to apply to the next one. So I can probably tilt this again, which it gets me a thing. So now I can put, that enables me to start on the front one, deals me 9. And now I can either, I don't have anything, so I can just put that into that, or put that into there and see what it does. So I'm just going to put it into here. Right. Let's see if we can get this one down. Gain 6. So it's attacking me for 16. So if I put this into here, I gain 6. Which enables me to take enough to survive this turn. Then I want to see if I can get... I don't have anything to put in there. So odd, I can attack for that. That will do not a lot of damage though. Or I can put it all into this and hopefully do enough next turn. Okay, I'll try that method. As you say, I've got a minus extra attack, so it's attacking for 16 again. So I can put them both into here. And then I can put this into here. Right, so I'm going to say I will just put this on. And that deals me 10 here, right? Right, so it's charging up an attack now apparently, so I can just all out attack. So it's got 9, so we go up. Yeah, sometimes it's more useful to have low rolls in this game. It isn't also necessarily the high numbers that do it. It depends where you're going. Right, we got gold, we got regeneration, and we got that. So I'm going to Nimbus Strike. Right. I'm going to have to go through the elite. It's going to be 1, and then I'm probably going to go to get the artifact, and then I'm probably going to heal. Right, I'm probably going to end up burning this potion and that to survive this fight. It's attacking me for 10. That isn't the worst. I'm going to use regeneration now, because I'll heal back every turn. Right, so we basically want to try and survive. So it's only attacking me for 10, bear in mind, and I'm going to heal 5. So basically, we're looking to see who do the most damage. But this is exact, right? So 6 and 4 does it 16 damage. Right, so now we're trying to get the ones into this. Odd is the highest number on this you can use, so you can bolt it. So that takes it there. Right, so now we're going to try and get the 1 to 2s into this. So our only block is the 1 to 2. So that's it 9. So we'll take it up, right? Oh, spend a tilt, it'll go up to 3. And then I can put, I think that's better. Oh, it's 4 apparently. I'll put this into here. I'm not sure. Let's see if we survive this turn. We survive this turn, yes, but like they're going to hit for a load. Right, we need to try and do something. We can do 16, 6 to the thing. It's like, can we survive? I'm not sure. Right, let's have a think about it. Gain 6 and a random spell. So they're attacking for 20. We can gain 6. Oh, but if we put this in here, we get an extra dice, right? Yeah, if we had the tilt, but we don't have the tilt. So if I put... Can I spend this in here? Yeah, okay, so we go up. Okay, so we're not surviving. Anyway, that was my first attempt with the new character. Anyway, we'll see if we release. Anyway, I think we've got to level 2, so we need one more level to get to level 3, and that will unlock the daily quest thing. Alright, my name is Matthew, this has been Matthew Hawker Gaming. Thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, especially if you're new to the channel. It helps me grow. And don't forget, I do various other, like, roguelike and MTG content, along with various other video game content. They'll all be linked in the playlists, which will be in the channel section. Anyway, so thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.